What they're trying to say, yes, a lot of it is adorable. But behind that sweetness, there's a whole language most people completely miss. These signs are some of the most emotionally loaded things your dog can do. And if you read them the wrong way, which most owners do, you might quietly break the trust they were offering you. Let's start with what the first sign really means. 1. I trust you. Ever caught your dog staring at you, then slowly closing their eyes like they're drifting off mid-gaze? That is not boredom, and it is not sleepiness. That is your dog saying the most vulnerable thing they know how to say. Think about what closing your eyes actually costs an animal. A dog is a predator, but they're also prey. Small enough that a hawk or a coyote would happily make a meal of them. So their whole nervous system is wired around one rule. Keep watch eyes open, threats tracked, exits noted. For a creature built like that, shutting their eyes near another living thing is not relaxation. It is a gamble with their life on the table. They are choosing on purpose to stop watching for danger. So when your dog holds your gaze and lets their eyes fall shut slow and soft, read it for what it is. They are saying, I do not need to watch you. Out of everything in this room that could hurt me, you are the one thing I've decided to trust with my eyes closed. That is not a small gesture dressed up as a big one. For them, it is the real thing. And the best part is you can answer back. Researchers at the University of Sussex set out to test whether this was a genuine signal or just owners seeing what they wanted to see. Across 2 experiments, they found dogs were significantly more likely to slow blink back at a person who slow blinked at them first, and more likely to approach an unfamiliar hand afterward. The blink was not random. It was a reply, which means this works like a real conversation and you are allowed to start it. Their eye tonight. Relax your whole face and close your eyes slow. Most dogs will answer. It feels like nothing. It is actually the closest thing to I love you that your dog has. And hold on to that idea of vulnerability because it comes back hard at the end of this video. There is one final sign, the one almost every owner reads completely backwards, where your dog offers you the deepest trust they have and most people accidentally throw it back in their face. We will get to exactly what it is and how to respond. 2. Back off. I mean it. Has your dog ever bitten or scratched you out of nowhere and you swore there was no warning? Here is the hard truth. There is almost always a warning. You just were not reading the signs right. Dogs give you a countdown before they have made contact, and once you can see it, the surprise attacks basically stop. It comes in 3 signals, and they usually stack in the same order. First, the tail. Not the gentle sway of a happy dog, but a hard thrash or a sharp thump against the floor. The swishing tail in a dog means come say hi. In a dog, it means the exact opposite. That tail is a pressure gauge, and the faster it moves, the closer they are to done. Next, the ears. Watch them rotate back and flatten against the skull, what a lot of owners call airplane ears. Your dog is not aiming them at you anymore. They are pinning them down to protect them, the way you would brace before something hits. Ears flat as your dog physically getting ready for a fight they would rather not have. And then the scariest one because it looks like the opposite of danger, the freeze. Everything goes still, the tail stops, the body locks, and for half a second your dog looks calm. That is not calm. That is the last beat before the spring, the moment a predator holds right before it commits. People reach in during that freeze all the time because it reads as settled, and that is exactly when the teeth come out. Here is what to do with this. When you see the tail go and the ears drop, stop whatever your hand is doing and give them space. You're not being rejected. Your dog is communicating honestly in the only language they have, and they are trusting you to listen. The owners who get bitten are not unlucky. They're just talking over their dog. And hey, before we get to the next one, tap that like and subscribe button so we can help more dog owners learn to read their dogs the way you're about to. 3. You belong to me. Ever had your dog march up and bonk their head into your hand or drag their cheek along your leg like they own the place? Here is the thing. They kind of think they do, and that head but is them filing the paperwork. Dogs have scent glands packed into their cheeks, their chin, and the sides of their forehead. When they rub those spots on you, they are not just being affectionate, though they are that too. They are leaving an invisible signature, a scent mark that says this one is mine. In the dog world, smell is everything. It's how they map their territory, how they tell safe from strange, and how they decide who belongs. So, when your dog presses their face into you and rubs, they're quite literally writing you into their family scent, mixing your smell with theirs until the two of you read as the same group. And here is the part that flips the whole thing on its head. We tend to think of ourselves as the owners. We bought the food, we cleaned the box. We are clearly in charge. But in your dog's mind, the claiming runs the other way. You're not their staff. You're their person. Marked and accounted for, folded into their tiny inner circle of things worth protecting. That head, but is not a request. It is a quiet declaration that you are theirs.
And honestly,
so, next time your dog bonks you and then looks up like nothing happened, know exactly what just went down. You got claimed. And honestly, getting chosen by a creature that trusts almost nothing is one of the better things that can happen to. For I need you right now. Did you know your dog barely meows at other dogs? Once they leave kittenhood, adult dogs go almost silent with each other. They communicate through scent and body language instead. So that little chirp, that trill, that meow, they aim right at you. They invented it for you. It is a language your dog developed specifically for humans because they figured out we are hopeless at reading everything else. So when your dog looks dead at you and meows, that is not noise. That is a direct line. They are not talking to the room. They are talking to you. And they have learned over time which sounds get your attention fastest. Some dogs have a soft greeting chirp, a hungry yaw, an insistent flat meow that means follow me to the empty bowl right now. If you pay attention, you will notice your dog has a small vocabulary they use only on you and that they expect you specifically to answer. Then there is the follow. The dog that trails you from room to room, that sits outside the bathroom door, that appears the second you settle anywhere. We joke about it being needy, but look at what it really is. Out of every safe spot in the house, they keep choosing to be near you. Your presence is the thing that makes a room feel okay. That is not clinginess. That is your dog telling you that you are home base. Now, to be fair, this is not every dog. Some dogs, usually the ones who have built up years of trust with their person, genuinely do enjoy a belly rub and will melt right into it. But they are the exception, not the rule, and they earn that exception over a long time. So, unless your dog has clearly taught you they love it, play it safe. Honor the gesture instead. Talk to them softly, rest your hand on the chest or the side of the face, or just enjoy it and touch nothing at all.